Morning guys, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Monday the 13th of June. It's 8:56 a.m. I'm running well behind schedule. Basically, I'm adjusting to the new life of running backwards and forwards to the cafe in Marylebone each day, and it's slowly exhausting me. It means that I need more sleep, so I went to bed for around 10:30 a.m. and I was just unable to get out of bed at 4:30 a.m. So I just need to adjust. It needs my body is going through a transitionary phase where it needs a bit more conditioning. So I think that the key there is your body does adjust to the new demands placed upon it. You need to give it more nourishment in different ways. Sleep definitely is one of them. So I need to get more disciplined about going to bed on time. The irony is that that's unlikely to happen because I've got Daniela coming from Italy today. Wednesday morning, I'm flying off to Bosnia, which means between now and then, fundamentally, my routine's going to be out of whack, but also at the same time, I'm not going to be necessarily running each day to the cafe. So I will still get at the same time some rest, but that's also the reason why I'm recording this video at 8:58 a.m. instead of 6 a.m., 2 to 3 hours later than I'd ordinarily do it. And that's the key here, to understand that when you get into the hospitality industry, the hours are way longer than they are in the, for example, tech or the actual marketing industry. I'm used to working a bit of a 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. till, for example, 6 p.m. I'm done. Not at the cafes. They keep running until all the way until 10 p.m. They run 7 days a week. So there's a lot more intensity that's attached to it, but it's part of the adventure. I'm at the right stage of my life to do it at 35, 36 years old. I don't have any children yet. So it's really interesting just to navigate that adventure and that journey. I mean, yesterday was comprised of, again, more work at the cafe. We've got some awning that's been put up so people can see it outside of our cafe. We've got our sign that will now glow in the dark that's been put up outside our cafe. A light box for our logo, which now says Pearl Lemon Cafe and Boba. So all of these little things really help drive the actual return that we're going to get from the cafe, because it's going to appear more noticeable when people walk past it. And that's one of the key things that we're doing here. I mean, one of the things that we're really focused upon is the education that the cafe is providing. There is so much new learning that's happening here. It's happening a mile a minute, working with guys that do signs and do displays, working with people that do and put shutters up, working with reorganization of the space, working with getting cupboards up, and just doing what we can to make the best use of the space that we have available to us. I do believe that we probably do need some more cupboards that we need to get in, but that's a discussion I'm going to have with my business partner Axel, and fundamentally just working to keep driving everything forward. It was really lovely yesterday to see that we had a big order that came in. These guys are going to give us maybe about £70 worth of business, £50 worth of business, but a family that searched boba near me and was able to find fundamentally Pearl Lemon Boba because of Google Maps. And then they came in and we won a bunch of new business. So the tourist crowd and people just moving in are using Google to find us. And that's a ultimately fantastic thing, and it's something that we want to continue to drive. The power of SEO when it comes to the website, the power of SEO when it comes to Google Maps, and people using it as a means to ultimately discover Pearl Lemon Boba, as well as to discover How Matcha. Those two specifically are really places that we want to hone in upon as we continue to build out pages that can help the business grow, notwithstanding some of the commercial inquiries that we're generating when it comes to the sites. And we're seeing a lot of things happening. I've got an incredibly itchy nose. It's hay fever season, so I've been sniffling the whole time. And today, in terms of what's happening at the cafes, I mean, yesterday we also had to empty out a spare unit that we're using for storage. So I've also got some storage here outside of my flat, just in boxes, and it's just about the management of the space. I'm still yet to talk to, I think, the landlords for How Matcha about ultimately figuring out paying the payment of the rent. So there's so many things that still yet need to be figured out that we're in the process of doing. And some of these things take a moment, some of these things take a minute, some of these things take months. We also got our first Deliveroo order yesterday, which was fantastic. It was amazing to see that come through, to be honest with you. We saw it come through on the app, and hey, Jenny. So there you go. Yeah, we saw it come through on the app, and it was a beautiful thing to see our first orders come through, and hopefully more of that will more of that will continue today, because that's going to add a completely new dimension to our business. To that end, actually, what was ironic was that we thought we'd set up a discount on Deliveroo, but the discount didn't appear to work, and therefore we actually had a normal order come through. But now we put the discount live, so from today we should start getting more orders that come in from Deliveroo. So excited to see that happen. We also need to get Uber Eats live. So guys, these are some of the insights and some of the madness as to what's happening at the Pearl Lemon Cafe. And that's everything for today. Catch you tomorrow.